ladies and gentlemen. We think we have a very fine show for you tonight. In fact, we have a special thing that we, sort of a part of the show that we researched for weeks and weeks, and it should be a special interest for every American citizen that's viewing the show tonight. Don't you think so, Tom?
How's the tie look?
Didn't you hear a word I said? I said we have a special
I heard
part
you,
of the show.
But you didn't say anything important.
I said there's a special thing now. If you're going to read the show, you got the lines out there, read them. What do you do all week, anyway? I'm down here working on the show. You're up there making big phone calls. Think people come and tune in. Oh, let's see Smothers Brothers. Tommy makes great phone calls. Listen, you're supposed to learn the show. That's what I'm getting sick and tired of this.
Continue. I'll read the lines.
Continue. I went to my part and you didn't even come in. Were you dressing out here on the show?
You really think you really think that you're really something, don't you?
I don't know how I've ever stood you. 10 years. This is our 10-year anniversary this month in show business, and I just can't take it anymore.
If you don't like it, you can split.
Listen, I would like to split. There's so many times that I want to split, but there's nobody dumb enough like me, dumb enough to work with you.
Yes, there is. There's a guy in Laughing, he has a mustache, just as dumb as you, and he'd come over here.
Oh, you think he'd work with you?
You're darn right. It'd be a pleasure, too.
Okay. Big shot, I quit.
You can't quit.
Why?
You're fired.
Yeah. You're fired.
You can't fire me.
Why?
I quit.
Oh, yeah, you can't quit, because I quit first. Goodbye, good luck, and see ya.
Oh, yeah? A lot of times, my brother can't help himself because he's a Scorpio, one of the rotten signs of the zodiac. We just... If he left, tell him to keep going. We just continue with the show. Da, 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 da.
It's the Smothers Brothers Comedy Hour with guest stars David Steinberg, Teddy Neeley, special guest star Nancy Wilson, the Jimmy Joy Singers, the Ron Poindexter Gangsters, and Nelson Riddle and his orchestra. From Television City in Hollywood, ladies and gentlemen, meet the Smothers Brothers.
Thank you very much. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Dan Rowan. Welcome to the show.
Thank you very much. Where's the other one?
The other one?
Yeah,
I know. Well, we had my brother and I had an argument, and it's difficult to get along with. You know how Scorpios are.
No, how are they?
Oh, you're kidding me. Scorpios have got to be their worst sign in the zodiac, man. They are belligerent, antagonistic, uncompromising, evil, vicious, and the best place for them is in the garbage can where they can understand.
Tommy, I'm a Scorpio.
Not all Scorpios are that way.
No, I'm just putting you on. Actually, I'm a moon child, July 2nd.
Well,
July, yeah, that's right.
I like moon children, and I want to thank you for being on the show because it's really great. I mean this sincerely as a person with soul. That I want to say it's really nice to work with someone that's groovy for a change.
Well, thank you very much.
Get a mustache. You know, my brother said, you won't believe this.
Yeah.
People won't believe this. My brother said I'd never find anybody that would ever work with me because he doesn't like me at all. He said I'd never find anybody that had a mustache. And if I did find someone with a mustache, they'd probably be pretty dumb. So I was pretty lucky to get you.
Thank you, I guess. Yeah. You guys have this kind of beef very often? Is it
no, well,
sometime thing, or is it
no,
all the time?
Basically, Dan, we've been working a long time together, and we've gotten we have a lot of fights and stuff. You know, It's like you've had a partner for a long...
17 years. What's his name and I've been together, yeah.
Yeah. You probably know what I'm talking about, having these arguments and fights a lot. You probably have the same problem, right, being together?
No, not one in 17 years.
No, I don't mean just on the show. I mean like during rehearsals and stuff during the week when he doesn't come in, he's always messing around doing other things
Yeah, he's
like that.
always late, yeah.
Yeah, and you're probably having an argument then.
No. Never have.
Well, see, I don't mean that specific, that specifically.
Oh, you
I
mean on the whole. You mean the interpersonal conflict is bound to happen between two people.
That's right. What about?
No. Not a one.
Well, you know, I can really tell that because of the way you guys you can tell that you don't have any problem. The show is great, by the way. The Laugh-In is just really a
nice.
fantastic show.
Yeah, we have a lot of fun, yeah.
You know, what I like about your show primarily, more than anything, probably, is the thing that really tickles me a lot.
What's that?
Is that we can't get on our show because it's too sophisticated for CBS.
Really?
But it's a very funny thing you do, the flying fickle finger of fate. I think that's just
well, now, wait, hold it. Now, that's a very serious thing, Tommy. That fickle finger of fate we take very seriously. We have only awarded that to people who really deserve it, or organizations really deserving of that award. Someone who's really done a general disservice to the country, they get it. That's a serious moment on our show.
Well, yeah, well, I don't want to, you know, kind of like come on with you or anything, but I was wondering, you don't happen to have the flying fickle finger of fate here with you, do you?
Surely you jest. You must be spoofing me. You honestly asking me if I wouldn't step out of the house without one. Young man? Yes. Thank you, Alfred.
Is that?
That's the little golden goodie right there. I wouldn't move without it.
I have someone that's very deserving I'd like to do it to.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. Senator Pastore!
Wait a minute. Wait. What are you doing with our award? You just don't give this to anybody. Why do you want to give it to Senator Pastore?
I got some information.
Yeah, like what?
What Senator Pastore says. He's handling those TV committees. He says everything is filth and gore on television. I got a phrase from him.
A specific instance.
Wait till you hear this. Senator Pastore says when he was watching, he says he was watching, it was a Merv Griffin show when he saw an actress, a French actress with a low-cut gown, and he said, this is the truth, he said that she shouldn't be allowed on television.
Well, now, come on. He may have been frightened as a young boy by a girl in a low-cut gown. That's his name. You can't give it to him for a thing like that. I mean, some real reason.
What are you gonna do? You just gonna hang around, or are we gonna do it?
Tommy, he may be a worthy nominee. Now, then, I know you for a very serious fellow. You just don't kid around all the time. In real life, I know you're concerned with a lot of vital issues. And if you say he's worthy, he may be worthy, and I'll find out. Because I have friends in Washington. As a matter of fact, I have a very good friend in Washington, and I happen to know his private phone number. May I have that phone, please, and you take the award. Thank you very much. And I'll get him on the phone, and this is
You mean the top guy?
The top man. He was on our show, you know. Before the election, yeah. Hello, yes, this is Dan Rowan. I want. Well, hello, sir. Yes. Well, thank you very much. Yeah. Well, I'm terribly sorry to have interrupted you right in the middle of Bonanza, but. Well, thank you. The reason I'm calling, sir, I wanted to ask you about Senator Pastore and whether or not Pastore. P-A-S-T-O-R-E. Rhode Island, I believe, sir. Yes. Well, I'd appreciate it if you'd look it up. He says he'll look. Yeah, well, you see, I'm standing here with Tommy Smothers and, hello? Hello?
I haven't had a really good relationship with the top guys in government.
I'll get him back on the. We were obviously disconnected. You go ahead and do whatever it is you do here, and I'll get him back.
You want to hear a joke?
Just straight out joke?
It's a heavy joke, man. I really like you, and once you hear this joke, you'll never ever want to work again with what's-his-name. We can let my brother and what's-his-name go and do things with each other.
You just do jokes with no help at all.
Listen to this. You'll fall over laughing. It's out of context, but it doesn't make any difference because delivery and timing. You want to work with a heavyweight? Here goes. This is a heavy line.
Look, there's a puma in the crevice!
Yeah, that's swell, Tommy. I'll tell you what we've found. If you have a line like that isn't really a blockbuster, you have a little bucket of water, I hit you with the water.
No, it's not that important.
A trap door, I guarantee you. You go through that trap, the line trap door, zing, you got a big laugh.
Yeah,
the
but
wall
that's not
will fall, and you go through with a I'll tell you what we'll do. First time ever, have never used a pie on our show. This is the show to use a pie. May I have a pie, please? Thank you very much. Give me just a little slinging room here. Now, you do that line again, and then I hit you with a pie, and I guarantee you, these people, there will not be a dry eye in the house. They are going to fall down, screaming, hollering. Just go right ahead.
Why don't you just
look right in that little old red eye there and zing it in there.
Yeah, well, I could...
Just the same punch and everything. Okay.
Maybe they didn't get it.
Just right in there, boy. You just look right in there, and you do that same line. Okay. Go ahead. No, don't look at me. You look right in there, and the same line, boy. You want to scream, you're going to get. Go ahead. Go on.
There's a puma in the crowd! Boy, are you something.
You duck.
You are really something. Dan is as dumb as my brother. He fell for the old throwing the pie, ducking, and the missing gag. I bet you fall for the old looking up in the air gag, too. Boy, you're a dumb bilbus. Hey, give me that other pie here. You want to try again, Dumbo? And I'll do that line again, huh? You want to try and give another shot at here? Try to get old Tommy Smothers with the old pie number, huh? Was the old throwing the...
You have your license with you?
I wasn't in...
Come with me.
Let me get your badge. I was in...
I'll try and get him. Right after this, we'll be back with the phone call. See you in a minute. Good. Yes, it is the United States Senate, isn't it? Well, I'm asking about Senator Pastore. P-A-S-T... There's a lot of unrest on college campuses these days, what with strikes and so on, but despite all that, there's still some students who honestly want to learn. Now, these students are inspired by great professors, and here to portray one of those professors is David Steinberg.
It's Mr. Smothers.
Oh, Mr. Smothers! In time for your oral examination in philosophy, eh, lad?
Yes, sir.
Oh, terrific.
May I come in?
Yeah, come on in.
The door's locked, sir.
Yes, I know.
Maybe you'd prefer for me to come back later.
No, no.
Would you unlock the door?
Good! Why didn't you say so? Morning. This is it, eh, lad?
Yes, sir.
12 years of scrimping and starving and saving, all for 1 second where an eye can make you or break you. Relax. How are you?
Oh, fine, thank you, sir. What was that?
What?
What was that sound? That...
Oh, this!
Oh, it was your armpit.
My horn! You made a mistake. Every time you make a mistake, I honk you. It's an old tradition I established here this morning. I find it relaxes the students so much more than the conventional way. Now, from a 3-year-old child, when you ask him, how are you, I would expect him to say, fine, dada. From a PhD with your background, we expect a loftier answer. Now, how are you? Relax.
I think, therefore I am.
Descartes?
Yes, sir.
The French philosophers. Very good, very good. Unfortunately, I sway towards the German philosophers. Well, Mr. Smothers, what's new?
Oh,
What's new? Trust me.
The instant?
Which one?
The next one?
How long?
Oh, that long.
Too long. Are you Jewish?
No, I'm not.
Push on anyway. Maybe you do better at arithmetic, do you think?
Very competent in
Oh,
math.
arithmetic is your subject, is it?
Yes.
How much are 5 and 3?
5 and 2. This is tricky. 5 and 2.
Come on, you...
5 and 3.
eight.
8! Good, you got one right. How fast are they traveling? Who? Whom? Maybe you do better at philosophers, do you think?
That's what I'm here for, to take a...
Oh, the philosophers. Schopenhauer,
Yes, sir. Schopenhauer.
Nietzsche. Nietzsche. Socrates.
Socrates.
Buber.
Buber.
Wittgenstein.
Wittgenstein.
Ludwig van Wittgenstein. The man after whom I've modeled my whole philosophy of life.
I'm sorry, Professor. I don't recognize. I can't.
Don't worry, it wasn't a question.
Thank you, Professor.
You're welcome.
Didn't know.
Next question. When did he live?
I don't even know who.
Take a guess, you're a sinking ship. When did he live?
Well, how would I know it? Take a guess. 1823.
Oh, so close! 20th
century.
What was the name of Wittgenstein's nationality?
German.
At the time of his death. Don't get caught. This is a tricky one.
Irish.
So close, it was German. What was the name of Wittgenstein's book with the red cover?
The Red Book.
Yes, the... How did you know that? All right, Smothers, two can play this game. What was the name of Wittgenstein's book with the blue cover?
The Blue Book.
The Blue Book! You sure you're not Jewish? What was the name of Wittgenstein's book with the brown cover?
The Brown Book.
No, the Tautologist Logicus Philosophicus, chicken lips. You have flunked, kaput, finished. You are wiped out, as we surfers say. You are not a PhD, therefore you do not exist. Please.
David Steinberg.
David here is not only a performer, but he's also a playwright. And he has a show now that is going to be going on Broadway, a
Next
musical,
season?
and it's called.
It's called Minnie's Boys, and it's on the life of the Marx Brothers.
And it's going to be something else. David also is in a film now, a Sidney Poitier film. That's the title.
The Lost Man.
The Lost Man.
Yeah,
And,
and that comes out in June. I
and
think.
what do you portray in that?
I play a sympathetic part. I play a psychotic, crazy killer.
No, being David lives in New York. His home is New York. Have you seen the production Hair?
Oh, Hair, yes.
Did you like the music?
No, I didn't like anything in it.
Wrong. You liked the music, didn't you?
Uh-huh.
Hair just won a Grammy for the best score from an original cast album. And we have with us here tonight a young man who's been on our show a couple of other times before, named Teddy Neeley, and he's taking over the lead in one of the productions. And he's going to sing one of the songs from that prize-winning score entitled Where Do I Go? So, ladies and gentlemen, let's have a warm hand for Mr. Teddy Neeley.
Where do I go? Follow the river. Where do I go? Follow the gulls. Where is the something? Where is the someone that tells me why I live and die? Where do I go? Follow the children. Where do I go? Follow their smiles. Is there an answer in their sweet faces that tells me why I live and die? Follow the wind song, follow the thunder, follow the neon in young lovers' eyes, down to the gutter, up to the glitter, into the city where the truth lies. Where do I go? Follow the children. Where do I go? Follow their smiles. Is there an answer in their sweet faces that tells me why I live and die? Follow the wind song, follow the thunder, the neon in young lovers' eyes, down to the gutter, up to the glitter, into the city where the truth lies. Where do I go? Follow my heartbeat. Where do I go? Follow my hand. Where will they lead me? And will I ever discover why I live and die? Live and die. Why do I live? Why do I die? Tell me, where do I go? Tell me why. Tell me where. Tell me why. Tell me where. Tell me why.
Ladies and gentlemen, a great singer, Miss Nancy Wilson.
There are songs to be sung, to be sung. There are hearts to be won, to be won. Come you son of a gun, of a gun. Take your stand. Play it high and low. Come along, let's go. Hey, leader, strike up the band. Come on and play, come on and play, like Alexander's ragtime band. Come on and hear, come on and hear. It's the best band in the land. They can play a bugle call like you never heard before. So natural you forget about the war. It's just the bestest band. What I am, oh, my honey lamb. Come on along, let me take you by the hand. We hope you will enjoy the show. Yes, it's Sergeant Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band. Sit back and let the evening go. Sergeant Pepper's lonely. Sergeant Pepper's lonely. Sergeant Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band. Hey, leader, strike up the band. Play a little samba built upon a single note. Other notes are sure to follow, but the root is still that note. Anyone who wants the whole show, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do, he will find himself. Show better play the note you know. Dance to the music, dance to the music, dance to the music, dance to the music. Only need a drummer for people who only need a beat. Then we add a little guitar to make it easy to move your feet. Then we add some bottom so that the dancers just won't hide. Now let me hear the horn blow so that the leader can strike up the band. There are songs to be sung, to be sung. There are hearts to be won, to be won. Come you son of a gun. Take your stand. Play it out tempo. Come along, let's go. Hey leader, strike up the band.
Ah, love is so sweet in the springtime, when blossoms are fragrant in May. My heart, ever young, will remember
The thrill it knew
that day in May. Sweetheart, 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 will you love me ever?
Will you remember this day
La la la.
when we were happy in May?
My dearest one. Sweetheart, sweetheart, sweetheart.
Though
Our paths may sever, to life's last faint ember, will you remember? Springtime, love time, May. Let me look at you. Oh, Celeste. I never expected to meet anyone like you here at the May Festival. You're the most beautiful girl I've ever met. Won't you be my sweetheart?
But Thomas, aren't you afraid of what people will say?
Oh, dash. Let them say what they want. I don't care. I don't care if you are older than I am. Love knows no age barrier.
Oh, Thomas, how true. And I don't care if I am the daughter of the wealthiest man in town, and you are but the lowly son of the town drunk. Let them talk. Love cannot be bought.
Oh, you're so beautiful. Celeste, it makes no difference to me that you are a divorcee and have 3 children, one of them my elder. I will try. I know I can be a father to him.
Oh, Thomas, my love, it matters not to me that you only have a 3rd-grade education.
Oh, Celeste, Celeste. Oh, but Celeste, aren't we forgetting about one thing that people are sure to talk about? And something that they will try to destroy our relationship, and which will cause immeasurable damage to our children?
Thomas, what are you talking about?
The fact that I'm white and you're black.
I'm what?
Black, Negro, Afro-American. Celeste, it won't bother me that my ancestors came to your shores of Africa and took away your people and put them into slavery, having them work, picking cotton in the cotton fields in the boiling sun. It doesn't bother me because I love you. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter the fact that our people persecuted you and made your people second-class citizens just simply because of ignorance and bigotry. Why should this bother me? Because we love each other. It makes no difference that I'm white and you're black.
Sweetheart, 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 though our paths may sever.
Good boy.
Back in October 27th, I think, last year, we had a young man, David Steinberg, on the show who did a sermonette along with the New Day Singers, a Jesuit seminary group. And we had a great deal of problems from that telecast, and it was all intended in fun. But we have Mr. Steinberg back with us again. We think he's one of the truly fine comedians and writers in the business. And he's going to do now another sermonette. Now, we don't want to offend anybody out there, but if you get offended, that's the way the cookie crumbles. No. Ladies and gentlemen, very talented man with his sermon, Mr. David Steinberg.
Vice President's office. Yes, it is. Oh, yes, it is, Dan. Yes, speak. Yeah, well, fine. How are you? No, no, it isn't terribly urgent. I wanted to know if you had any information you could give us on Senator Pastore. Yes. If you, well, possibly you could ask Spiro then. Spiro. S-P-I-R-O. Yes, Mrs. Agnew.
Yeah. Oh, this is.
Yeah.
This is
Yes, I
Officer Judy. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Officer Judy who sang in our show a few weeks ago, and what are you here for?
Well, Tom, the policemen all across America have asked me to present you with a token of our appreciation for not only letting me on the show, but presenting both sides of law and order.
Well, I thank you very much. I feel that
I'm not through, Tom. On behalf of the policemen of America, I now present this award.
Oh, thank you.
Doing a wonderful job, officer.
Thank you.
Read the card.
What? Oh. Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Nancy Wilson.
Well, I know it's getting late, but just another kiss before you say goodnight. I wanna hold you tight. No, 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 please don't close the door. I'm feeling something new I've never felt before. Just another minute more. I know this isn't fascination. Look at you, look at me, falling in love. Gotta be love. I just don't have an explanation. Why do I suddenly see out of a crowd only each other? So good night, love. You know that I won't sleep a wink the whole night through. I'm gonna think of you after you go. After you go, I want you to stay. Please don't leave. Please don't go. I don't want you to go away from me. Please don't go. Please don't stay away from
Welcome to the Glenn Campbell Show. Is it a boy or is it a girl? Takes all kinds to make the world go round. The rules and regulations. The rules and regulations. The rules and regulations. You know, everywhere we go, our lives are governed by rules and regulations. I mean, without them, many people feel that our society and our country would fall into chaos and anarchy because we need rules and regulations. Sorry. You know, for instance, union rules here in the studio and in television. Only union members are allowed to move objects from the stage one way or another like that. Personally, I feel that sometimes rules and regulations go a little too far. I think that sometimes individual freedoms, just because of that reason,
Hey.
individual...
No smoking on stage when there's an audience present. You know that.
You know, there's a line. I think that sometimes there's a line. If I want to smoke, I think I should be able to smoke. I don't think smoking is particularly a groovy thing to do, but I happen to smoke. I think that sometimes there's places that...
Tom, you have to abide by the rules and regulations.
Well, sometimes the rules and
I think you've gone a little too far.
Just in a restaurant down the street, and the owner threw us out because we had long hair.
That's right, and according to the Civil Rights Act of 1964, Officer Judy, that's illegal.
Sorry, that only applies to Negroes.
Do you have a book on the Dead Sea Scrolls?
Shh.
Eh?
Shh.
Eh? I can't read.
The librarian's coming.
Honey, where's my dinner? You know what time it is. You're not supposed to be reading a magazine now. It's supper time. Where's my marriage contract? It says right here, page 34, paragraph 4A. 34, 4A. Dinner is to be served when spouse of either gender returns from work.
Dear, if you remember the rider you initialed, section 4, I have the right to read a magazine between the hours of 3 and 5. And haven't you forgotten something?
What's that?
Try paragraph 7, subclause A.
Paragraph 7, subclause A. Oh, yes. I love you.
I love you too.
No kidding, Tom. Rules or no rules, I wouldn't take that from a censor. No.
Are you kidding? Of course I wouldn't. I said I can't. You know, he's a kind of weird guy, walks around kind of half stoned all the time. I said, don't be ridiculous. I said, don't be ridiculous. You can't censor an entire show.
No.
And they did.
Harold, I think you know what a napkin's for. Oh, Harold, use the small fork for the salad and wipe your mouth. Harold, always pass things to the left. Oh, I don't know what I'm going to do with you. Harold, I wish you would stop gobbling your food. Oh, you're going to have to learn more slowly. It's not
Friends, we are here to embark on a new experience. A society that exists without rules and regulations whatsoever.
But wait a minute. There should be some rules and regulations.
Sorry, those are the rules.
Whether they're right or whether they're wrong, it takes all kinds to make the world go round. The rules and regulations. The rules and regulations. The rules and regulations. The rules and regulations. The rules and
It was really a pleasure for me to do the show this week. I had no hassles all during in between things with my brother, because that's the kind of guy he is. Maybe you'll be back, maybe you won't. I'd like to thank our guest for this week. By the way, Dan Rowan.
Yeah. Hold it down now. Hold it. Hold. That's enough. More cops, please. Hold them back.
Hey, what
Listen,
about...
I have been calling for an hour, and I can't seem to find anybody in Washington who really knows the real Senator Pastore. But from what I have heard, he certainly sounds as if he may be an eligible nominee for our little golden pinky. And so, Senator Pastore, whoever you are, wherever you are, keep up the good work, and if no one claims this little beauty within the next 30 days, it's all yours.
I'd like to thank our guests, Mr. Dan Rowan, David Steinberg, Teddy Neeley, and the lovely Nancy Wilson. Let's give them a hand.
Next week, the Smothers Brothers guests will be Ike and Tina Turner, Mason Williams, Biff Rose, and special guest star Pat Paulson.
And before we say goodnight, thank you, laugh and clap. I'd like to just control yourselves because, ladies and gentlemen, I have something a little bit serious to say. You know, we live in a time that has its own troubles, but history has proven that difficult times breed great men, and our time has its own great men. So tonight, in a moment of seriousness, we would like to take this moment to remember a man who had a dream, Dr. Martin Luther King. Let us all hope that his dream will someday come true. Good night.
Also appearing on tonight's show was Bob Einstein. This is Roger Carroll.
Thank you.